Hello everyone, and welcome to this very special interview with Dr. Brad Steenberger, one of the most respected trading psychologists and coaches of our time. This is not a typical interview. The question and answer that you'll hear today were carefully crafted to address the real challenges traders face, from discipline and emotional control to building long-term consistency. Dr. Steenberger and I both put serious thought and effort into this collaboration. We choose a written Q&A format, not only because of the time zone differences, but also to give space for deeper, more thoughtful responses. Once you can reflect on and digest it at your own pace. You can read the full English version and the Chinese version through the link below. And for Chinese speaking traders, I'll be sharing the Cantonese version with my own interpretation and explanations throughout this video. We've got everyone covered. For those unfamiliar with Dr. Brad Steenberger, he is the legendary trading coach, psychologist, blogger, and the author of several best-selling books on trading psychology. He has coached many institutional traders, including those at leading hedge funds and proprietary trading firms. Dr. Steenberger is always willing to help traders to become successful. Why? Because he's happy in doing that. And I had that great experience being coached by him 20 years ago. And I'm still grateful about it. Thanks a lot, Brad. I'm deeply grateful that he took time to share such practical and powerful insights with us. I hope you find this session as inspiring and helpful as I did. So let's get started. 係大家好，咁我哋同大家分享下啲問題啦。咁當然大家可以撳下邊嗰條 link 咧，就可以睇到個版本係用中文問、中文譯嘅。但係如果聽我講咧，就會精彩好多，同埋會多咗好多嘢啦，可以幫到大家更多啦。第一條問題咧，我就問，即係咁多年來交易者面臨嘅心理挑戰咧，變得較少見啦。咁就但係而家又會出現咗啲咩新嘅問題咧？咁樣，咁答案咧就係喺過往咧 ，developing trader 即係新嘅炒家啦，啱啱新學嘅咧，我哋咧就要自己喺 market 嗰度學嘅，冇乜太多嘅導師啦，亦都冇即係好似而家咁，而家就好多 online 嘅 group 啊，網上嘅學習啊，等等，咁所以當年嘅挑戰咧。同而家就唔同啦。當年咧 information 咧係唔足夠嘅，咁真係要即係手把手跟人學。但係而家嘅挑戰咧就係太多啦，太多即係網上啊或者資訊方面，所以咧有啲咧係好寶貴嘅 for new trader，但係咧有啲係完全冇價值嘅。咁所以咧你揾咧或者學習咧係你要揾啱到嘅 resources，對你自己嘅炒賣咧係有幫助嘅咧，咁你先至唔會即係浪費咗你啲時間，亦都唔會浪費咗你自己嘅天分或者興趣咯。即係最緊要係有天分同興趣唔代表可以贏到錢嘅喎。有天分同興趣咧就要經過學習咧要變咩啊？變 skill 啦，梗係 skill 先至係唯一可以揾到錢嘅嘢。SKI 咁樣。呢個係不變㗎啦。你邊一行嘅 professional performance game 咧都係有 skill 嘅。咁你打桌球打得叻係咪好有 skill 啊？係咪？打籃球打得好啊？運動第二個問題咧，我就問好多中國嘅炒家咧比較 high technical 嘅，即係技術分析咧好着重嘅，尤其是國內添，成日睇你都講 case。個個咧，即係嗰啲 broker 咧都係講K 線點啊 K 線點，全部都係分析嘅，即係移動平均線又好啊，乜嘢都好，全部都係用技術分析嘅。咁我就問，即係咁專注喺技術分析嗰度咧，咁對於即係 self-awareness 咧，係咪會忽略咗咧？同埋點樣可以將即係 self-awareness 呢樣嘢係好緊要噶嘛？我亦都同大家分享過好多次啊！所有嘅嘢咧都係由 self-awareness 嗰度開始嘅，即係自我認知，即係你要知道自己有邊度做得唔好啊，你先至有改進。如果唔係咧，你永遠覺得自己做得好，但係成績出嚟咧，永遠都覺得差嘅。兩方面係點樣配合咧？咁樣Dr. Stenberg 嘅答案咧就係佢同過好多即係量化交易嘅炒家咧都有合作過啦，即係 coach 過啦。咁咧佢哋嘅 self-awareness 咧就係希望咧可以令佢哋嘅 creativity 可以有所即係進步啦。點解咧？因為咧可以有咗呢個 self-awareness 進步咗咧，你就可以睇到喺 market 睇到一啲新嘅 pattern，以前自己睇唔到嘅，或者新嘅機會，本身有啲根本就睇唔到嘅，但係有啲炒家係睇到，但係可以睇得更清晰一啲咯。即係我成日講嘅，你睇到人哋睇唔到嘅嘢，咁呢個就係你嘅優勢啦。咁所以咧，如果你係好注重技術分析咧，你咧就更加要咧練習 self-awareness，咁咧就可以喺 creativity 嗰度咧創新啊，同埋睇到新 pattern 等等咧嗰度咧就兩方配合咧就可以即係大大咁樣幫助到大家喺炒賣嗰方面。咁第三個問題我就問 cultural pattern 係點樣咧？咁樣 Dr. Stenberg 咧嘅答案就係咧，佢即係當然係同好多 hedge fund manager 美國啊、歐洲啊、英國啊、亞洲啊都有合作過啦，即係 coach 過啦。咁如果佢要即係統一咁樣即係回答我咧，佢就覺得美國嘅炒家或者 fund manager 咧係 more aggressive 嘅，即係比較激進啲喺 risk taking 嗰方面，即係寧願係 take high risk high reward 嘅。咁但係咧就少咗喺 portfolio 嗰度有個比較 balance 嘅整體嘅一個 portfolio 啦，即係喺炒賣方面，money manager 或者炒家咧，唔係喺美國嗰度咧，就係會多咗留意全世界發生嘅事情啦，即係譬如我哋咁，我哋都會睇埋中國啊、美國啊、英國啊、歐洲啊、日本啊等等嘅。咁但係咧，美國嘅炒家咧就係太過集中喺美國自己本身度，因為呢個冇辦法，因為你個市場非常之大，咁啊6000幾隻股票，咁佢哋即係淨係嗰度咧都已經係即係 occupy 晒佢哋啲時間㗎啦，根本已經，咁所以冇乜時間啊！你睇美國嘅新聞亦都係啦，即係好少國際新聞嘅，所以咧就喺 portfolio 個 balance 嗰度咧就有 limitation，即係一句講晒啦，美國炒家咧就比較aggressive 啲，喺 risk taking，但係咧就好專注喺美國嘅 market 嗰度。而外國嘅炒家咧，外地嘅炒家即係唔係喺美國嗰啲咧，就會可以即係多多啲留意咗全世界所發生嘅事情，所以而有一個比較 balance 嘅 portfolio。呢個 risk taking 咧好緊要嘅。即係正如有啲 portfolio 我同大家講啦，即係當見到一個 A+ 嘅 setup 出現咧，嗰日嘅 quota 咧 trade manager OK 即刻用盡佢嘅，即係嗰日 all in 就唔係全部 all in 啊，嗰日嘅 all in，甚至係平時炒嘅2倍嘅 size，5倍，甚至有啲10倍添，非常之即係可以 take risk 嘅 high risk high return 咯，呢個係唔同嘅 culture 就係咁啦。第四個問題咧，我問咧，我就話關於 positive psychology 咧，呢排 Dr. Stenberg 咧都成日有講啊，即係喺佢 trader feed 嗰度亦都有個 blog 咧，亦都有分享啊咁樣。咁我就問佢即係 positive psychology 咧點樣咧可以即係 令炒家嘅 performance 咧可以提高咗咧咁樣。咁佢就話咧positive psychology 咧就係、首先就係 focus 喺我哋自己嘅長處，同埋我哋做咩做得好。咁咧就利用我哋嘅長處同我哋做得咩好咧，進入 market 嗰度，咁而將佢變成 skill，而達到有好嘅 performance，即係贏到錢啦，到最後都係。咁但係好多炒家咧，就係 focus 喺自己嘅錯 mistake 方面，根本咧就冇諗過要點樣identify 到自己最好嘅炒賣方式係點樣咧？即係因為呢啲話咧係要 base 喺你自己，每個人都唔同嘅，你嘅優勢同埋你做咩做得好咧？有啲人好有耐性嘅，咁佢咪可以哇，真係等個 A% 一出就做。咁你都知任何人嘅 A% 都係 high probability 㗎啦，咁佢個 winning rate 咪好高咯。咁所以成功嘅即係炒賣咧，最緊要咧就係 leverage 喺即係槓桿化咧，將自己嘅天分同埋 skill 咧帶到去 market 入邊，就正如我頭先所講啦。首先知道你自己嘅長處，你嘅優勢，你做咩做得最好，跟住練習變成 skill 帶入 market 嗰度。好，第五條問題咧。discretionary trader 咧，即係唔係 system trader 啦，唔跟 rules 嘅啦，或者有時一半跟 rules，一半跟自己過往嘅經驗啊咁樣。咁呢啲咧，呢一類型嘅炒家咧，即係會 base on 咩自己嘅經驗，就唔係100% rule base 嘅。咁佢哋面對而家 automation 咧，或者遲下 AI 咧，咁佢哋會唔會冇咗佢哋嘅優勢咧？咁樣？Dr. Stanberg 嘅答案咧就話 automation 咧就係非常重要㗎啦，咁已經喺 market 嗰度存在咗好耐。尤其是如果當 AI 出現咧，AI 可以 recognize 到咧，可以即係好快咧就可以知道咧有啲更加高級嘅 pattern。咁所以咧令到如果你純粹 automation 咧，你就好難同佢 compete 㗎啦。咁但係咧，亦都冇乜問題喎。我哋可以揾啲AI 唔係好叻嘅地方，例如就係 small cap 啦。因為咧 institution 大 institution 咧用 AI 啊等等做 automation 咧，都係大嘅股份嘅啫。因為 liquidity 夠多啊嘛。咁但係 small cap 咧，佢哋就會比較忽視咗。咁而人哋即係忽視嘅 market 咧，我哋就專注翻。咁咧呢個就係我哋優勢，而亦都係唔會喪失咗我哋嘅優勢。咁大家可以考慮下，即係留意下啲 small cap 啦。第六條咧就係 Dr. Stanberg 咧成日都比喻咧 trading 因為一個 performance game 啦，而譬如醫生做 surgery 啊，員啊，等等咧都係一個 high performance game 嚟嘅。咁我就問佢有冇特別啲嘅領域 trader 係即係忽略咗嘅咧咁樣？答案咧就係、普通嘅 trader 咧忽略咗咧就係、要用多年咧嚟 build up 呢個 skill 嘅，即係因為運動員同埋 surgeon 咧都係你知啦，一個運動員即係10幾歲開始鍛鍊，即係7、8年後先參加比賽先有希望。咁surgeon 啊更加係啦，即係讀完醫科之後又要 specialist，又要好多鍛鍊。咁咧，所以咧，即係就算係 surgery 同埋 sports 咧，都係要 mentoring 同 coaching，先至可以達到一個即係高水準嘅 performance 嘅 level 嘅。咁所以 developing trader 咧，即係beginning 同埋 intermediate 嗰啲咧，好多時咧都係想喺市場入邊揾快錢啦。就呢樣嘢就係、所以令到點解即係咁多人咧贏唔到咧咁樣，因為你係先要有 skill， 咁你先至可以贏到錢㗎，就唔係你搏命想贏錢，咁你就可以贏到嘅。咁呢個非常之重要嘅。其實心理學上咧，我好似一般beginner 同 intermediate 嘅 trader 咧，我哋會犯好多錯，有時係 tilt 啦，大家都聽我講得多啦嚇，TILT 啊，呢個咧就包括好多嘢噶啦，overtrade 啊，revenge trade 啊，averaging down 啊，FOMO 啊，fear of missing out 啊等等。咁但係點解 surgeon 就唔會咧？即係 surgeon 做咗手術，唔會突然間哇，即係搞到亂晒龍，即係發晒神經咁樣 overcut 啊！即係我哋嘅 overtrade 變咗 overcut 噶咯，fear of missing out 咁樣，咁啊即係明明唔使切嗰嚿，佢就切埋去啊咁樣，咁啊冇發生噶喎。當然有時即係唔小心嘅醫療事故係會有啦，但係大部分都唔會發生得咁多嘅。即係呢度差唔多係可以話95%嘅成功率啦，即係經過訓練嗰啲。但係咧 trader 咧係差唔多95%嘅 failing rate 喎，即係失敗嘅喎。問題咧就係 building skill 啦，呢個係我亦都係多次不斷咁講噶啦。即係你有 skill，你咪可以贏到錢咯。唔係你有冇錢，係你有冇 skill。第七條問題咧就係即係我就問咧 hedge fund 同埋 retail trader 咧 psychologically 有咩特徵？即係嗰啲 top institutional 嗰啲 performer 咧，即係贏好多贏得好勁嗰啲咧，同埋 retail trader 有咩 psychological 嘅特徵嘅分別咧？咁樣咁答案就係咧institutional trader 咧，即係 professional 嗰啲咧，就唔需要啊，直情唔需要咧 deal with emotional issues，即係我講嘅 tilt 啦，呢個啦 TILT 啦，或者追價或者 fear of missing out 啊，或者好多好多即係 retail traders beginner advanced level 所犯嘅錯誤。點解咧？就因為好多時候咧佢哋係受過訓練嘅，正如頭先第六個問題嘅一樣，即係受過 training 嘅，係接受過即係長時期嘅 training，有咁嘅 skill 嚟應對呢啲嘢嘅，就唔會做下手術咧就高個挑咁樣，冇可能噶嘛，佢啲一定會想辦法即係好 calm 咁樣完成佢嘅。反而咧 institutional trader 咧，佢哋嘅挑戰咧就係 teamwork 啦，即係多數係一隊 team 咁樣啦。喺個 teamwork 當中咧，點樣可以 contribute 同埋點樣可以得到最大嘅收穫？咁呢個就係即係 teamwork 嘅意義啦。咁而家好多 pot firm 咧，institutional trader 咧都係會分 team 嘅，即係或者分一個 desk，即係你揾一個 desk，我揾一個 desk，每個 desk 咧可能有4至6個 trader 咁樣，即係成個 team 咁樣計嘅。啲 profit 亦都係喺個 team 嗰度咁樣分嘅。咁呢樣嘢咧就反而係佢哋佢哋嘅挑戰，反而係呢一樣嘢，即係點樣同啲 team member 可以即係共處共贏咧咁樣。咁當然咧亦都係要 go through 一個即係 learning curve 啦，任何嘢都係。第八條咧我就問喺佢經驗當中咧一個 trader 咧內在嘅改變咧係啲乜嘢咧可以令到佢由 inconsistent 變咗個 CPT 咧 consistently profitable trader 咧咁樣？答案咧佢覺得最大嘅即係入邊嘅改變咧就係 becoming process focus rather than outcome focus， 即係咧呢個係咪一個 Apex 嘅 setup？呢個 process 就係你睇咩都好啦，即係你自己有個 setup， 呢幾個 criteria，佢1、2、3咁樣1、2、3 match 到就係我 set up 啦。咁你就 focus 喺度，一見到咧你就做 trade 啦。咁就唔係睇住個 P&L 而家贏咗咁多，係咪時候停咧？咁樣就唔係嘅，係個 process 叫你停，或者個 process 叫你做咧，你就跟足嗰個 process 嚟做就得噶啦。咁 trader 咧 inconsistent 嘅 trader 咧就係、需要咧揾出佢自己嘅 best practice，即係譬如係我哋8% up 啊，或者其他炒家自己嘅優勢啊，跟住咧就係呢一樣啦，要係 repeatable 嘅 trading process，即係不斷咁樣可以即係 repeatable，咁咧你又不斷咁樣process focus，咁咧你就會更加容易做到一個 CPT 啦，consistently profitable trader。第9條，咁我就問咧，你 coach 咁多個 trader 啦，咁多類型嘅 trader 啦，咁多國籍啦，有咩 pattern 咧？你覺得咧CPT 咧係同一般嘅唔同咧？咁樣如果係當 CPT 輸咗錢啊，或者突然間 stuck 咗啊咁樣，因為永遠我哋都係咁樣進步法噶嘛。咁有時呢度咧會 stuck 咗好耐，唔係咁 smooth，有啲人咁樣，咁 stuck 咗喺呢度咁點咧？咁樣就係咁啊。佢就係覺得咧，the best trader 咧，最好 trader 咧，覺得輸錢咧，同埋呢啲咁嘅 setback 咧，就係學習嘅機會嚟嘅。所以咧就根本冇輸嘅。你每一個輸咧，你就變咗一個好嘅學習機會。當然你係要 journal 啦。如果你唔 journal 嘅，咁你就點樣一個學習機會咧？學習就唔係 one way 噶嘛，即係人哋教咗你，咁你要吸收咗，要寫咗筆記 internalize 咗佢先至可以嘅。咁啊，當市場發生變化，咁佢哋咧亦都要改變佢哋即係嗰個 market 變化而作出適當嘅改變，係乜嘢咧？例如不嬲都係升開市嘅，突然間熊市嚟，咁你係咪要即刻作出改變咧？或者突然間有一段時期唔喐嘅喎 market，即係唔係話幾日幾個星期，有時2個月都唔喐嘅喎，咁就變咗 range trade，咁你亦都要作出改變啦。咁所以咧 risk management 咧就變咗最重要啦。因為咧你 risk management 做得好咧，當你係有 setback 贏唔到錢嗰段時間咧，你係唔會輸得多咯。因為每一個 trader 咧都會有 drawdown 嘅，咁但係咧成功嘅 trader 咧就可以喺 drawdown 中咧生存落嚟。咁一到佢自己順境嗰陣時咧，即係呢啲咧，即係將 up 嗰陣時咧，佢就可以即係繼續 perform 得好啦，或者贏到好多錢啦。咁第10條啦，我嘅問題咧就係、我都同大家分享過啦，即係 Dr. Brad Steenberg 咧就係寫緊一本新書，咁就我叫佢透露一啲啦重要嘅嘢。咁佢就話喺新書嗰度咧，positive trading psychology 咧，佢就用好多真實嘅案例，係啲 trading mentors 教佢學生嘅真實例子，包括佢自己咧，或者同埋有其他嘅 trading mentors 咧嘅例子，即係 real life 嘅 example。咁呢個咧係非常之值得參考嘅，因為即係真正嘅發生嘅嘢點樣可以改變過嚟咧咁樣。咁同埋咧，佢覺得非常之 excited 嘅咧，我都覺得好 excited，就係咧brainwave 嘅 biofeedback scientific research 咧，就係發覺咧可以 improve focus 同埋 build on creativity 同埋 discipline。所以呢個所謂 biofeedback 咧，就 Dr. Steinberg 咧就覺得咧係未來嘅 trading psychology 咧一個新嘅里程碑嚟嘅。我亦都可以同大家講一講啦，即係當然我都未睇過本書，亦都好期待。但係 biofeedback 咧，我以前都犯過呢個錯誤。咁咧，我就成日以為咧買咗翻嚟擺喺個頭嗰度。咁咧，當我哋即係有 emotional 咧，佢就嘟咁樣，即係可以提一提我哋。咁我哋就可以 focus 同埋 discipline。咁我亦都買過嚟用喎。咁啊，但係就冇呢種 function。咁咧就係咧，而家目前嘅 biofeedback 咧，就係又係擺喺個頭度，但係咧就係有一個電腦嗰度咧，佢話俾你知啊，你而家嘅 emotion 點樣啊，定好 calm 啊咁樣。咁咧喺炒賣嗰陣時咧就唔用得嘅。咁啊有幾個月我就唔知喺炒賣嗰陣時用得非常之唔好，因為咧我要睇住呢度，究竟自己係咪太過 emotional 唔停。咁我又要睇幅圖喎，咁我兩邊睇嚟睇去咧，結果仲差咗。咁原來咧 biofeedback 就唔係咁樣用法嘅。biofeedback 咧就係當你做 trade 嗰陣時咧，你係唔用嘅，係 before 你做 trade 嗰陣時你用，同埋 during take back 嗰陣時你亦都可以用。咁咧即係等你有未知道自己嘅 emotional stage 喺邊度，可以 maintain 到個 calm state of mind。咁跟住咧，你去做 trade 嗰陣時咧，就將呢個咁嘅經歷咧，就帶落嚟做 trade 嗰陣時咧，就可以增強你嘅紀律性啊，同埋好多無需要犯嘅錯啊等等。咁啊，呢個係非常之重要嘅。咁啊，大家多啲留意一下呢個 biofeedback 嘅嘢啦。我自己亦都用過。第時如果即係我亦都反映咗，即係可唔可以有啲即使可以就咁 bid 咁提一提啊咁樣。咁啊個廠家就話非常之唔錯嘅建議。咁啊但係目前冇。咁啊有嘅會通知我，如果佢通知我，梗係會通知大家啦。第11條咁就我就好簡單咁問啦，即係佢接受過好多訪問噶嘛，我就問有啲咩佢其實好想咧啲 trader 問佢，但係咧就冇乜人問佢嘅。咁咧佢嘅答案就係咧，就係希望人哋問佢咧 What do I do well？ 即係我做咩係做得好咧，同埋我點樣可以做得更多咧？咁呢個樣嘢咧，其實就都係 apply 喺我哋嘅身上嘅，就係我哋喺 trading 嗰度咧，邊樣嘢我哋做得最好咧？或者你係好有耐性咁等，或者你係好快咁 spot 到一個 A+ 嘅 set up，或者你可以睇到好多唔同嘅 market 一齊嚟睇到你個 A+ 嘅 set up，咁同埋咧當你做到呢樣嘢嗰陣時咧，咁你點樣可以做多啲咧？咁樣就係呢個咧就係 apply 喺做 trade 咧，同埋做人方面咧，都係有用嘅。多謝大家收睇啦，咁希望大家交易順利，獲利穩定咁獲利啦，可以。同埋咧呢個係第一個 version 嘅啫，我哋仲有 Series 2嗰陣時咧。就會可能exactly 面對面，或者邀請大家 live 喺 Zoom 嗰度可以直接發問，亦都可以。咁呢個我哋安排中應該係幾個月後嘅事，咁大家千祈要留意啊！